Alright, here we are for the draft games of the Clockwood Magic set. If you saw the draft that Abby and I did, you'll know that I'm playing Black-Red Timber, and Abby and I did a draft after that you guys didn't see, where she drafted an insane deck, and we kind of just have to hope and pray that we're going to win.
But you're Timber.
Yeah, if we are going to win, it's going to be with a hand like this. I mean, we have turn 3 Timberhorn, then we have turn 4 this guy who can turn on more Timber, then we have Deadly Prank to kill anything that gets in the way of Timberhorn. We're basically going to be all in on Timberhorn, so hopefully it'll get big enough to get through whatever Abby can put up. And we are on the play here, so Abby, you like your hand?
I love it.
Alright, so we'll play Mountain and pass the turn.
Alright.
So as we said, the plan here is just play Timberhorn. If Abby plays something early that's going to get in the way of Timberhorn, then we'll just kill it right away. But hopefully we'll be able to just save this. We'll see, though. Alright, now he plays a forest. All set?
Yep.
Alright, we'll untap and draw, and we get, ooh, Frighten, nice. So we'll just play that and pass the turn.
Alright.
So we have a good amount of cheap, whoops, don't want to put that on the battlefield. We have a good amount of cheap removal spells in our hand, which is exactly what we want when we have Timberhorn, because he's going to be costing us a lot of lands each time he attacks. We're probably not going to get past 3 lands. And ooh, nothing on turn 2?
Nope.
Alright, so we do have a chance here. Oh, nice. So that's interesting. So when it attacks next... Okay, cool. So yeah, let's go ahead and try that. So let's play Goblin Bard. And we will go to combat.
Okay.
And we'll attack.
Alright, I'll take one.
Take 1 down to 19.
Yep.
And then during our second main, we will play Timberhorn, because it costs 1 less. Alright, cool. Goblin Bard. It's pretty nice there. I mean, it gives us an extra 1 damage and lets us cast Timberhorn as well. So now, Abby's in a bit of trouble here. She has to do something fairly impressive, or else we're just going to start taking over with Timberhorn, so... And oh boy, yep, Centaur Bloom. Here we go. So Abby's deck, as you can see, is kind of a green-white Populate deck, but it's kind of different from the Populate deck that she had before. Rather than being rabbits and squirrels, this one is populating centaurs, which are a lot scarier.
They sure are.
So, oh god. So let's see here. We could just do this, and then get in with both, and then... If we do that, is there any way we can cast this afterward? Because we need 1, 2... We need black, red, red, red. So yeah, we can do that, because then we'll attack with this. Okay, sounds good. So we're going to cast a Deadly Prank and give your Centaur +3/-3.
Oh no!
Yeah, Centaur down. We're not going to let you populate that just yet.
I can probably bounce back from
I
that.
think you'll be fine. And then we will go to attacks, and we will attack with Goblin Bard and Timberhorn.
All right.
And since we're attacking with Timberhorn, we have to sacrifice a land, so we'll go ahead and sacrifice this tapped mountain. And we put a +1/+1 counter on it.
So I'm taking 6, yes?
6, yes, so down to 13.
Ooh, that is... hey,
Timberhorn gets out of control very quickly.
Yeah, Timberhorn is very good.
And then, during our second main, we will cast Sparkler Mage.
Ooh.
And since it costs 1 less, thanks to Goblin Bard, and it says at the beginning of each player's end step, the player sacrifices an untapped land, and we'll pass turn. You sacrifice no land. So now, while this guy's out, basically you either have to tap all your lands before your end step, or you have to sacrifice a land. So you get to pick, basically. So that's going to prevent you from playing instants on our turn, and it's probably going to prevent us from playing instants on your turn as well, because, I mean, we're either going to tap out or we're going to want to sacrifice a land. So, alright, so Abby has access to 4 mana here. What's she going to do? Alright, so for 3 mana, Abby has, Pollinate. So you create a 1/1 green insect creature token with flying and death touch, and then you populate. So she has 2 of them. Oh, that is not what we wanted to see here. Alright, so
much pollen.
If you go to your end step, though, be careful. Do you want to sacrifice an untapped land?
No, I don't.
Alright, so you're going to tap out before you go to your end step?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, makes sense. So we will untap, draw. So we're going to have to figure out a way to get through these bees here. So
they're so cute, though. Look at them.
Cute's a word one could use. I really don't want to just throw our Timberhorn into a bug, but oh man, is there a way that we can get rid of both of them this turn? Alright, well what we're going to do is we're going to go to attacks, and we'll attack with Goblin Bard and Sparkler Mage. Just those 2, not Timberhorn this turn. So we'll see if Abby will take one of our trades or not.
I will trade with one of them.
Alright, so you trade with one of them?
Yeah, I will trade with the Sparkler Mage, because I'm not, this is the Timber deck. And
fair enough. Alright, so you trade there, and then you take 1 from the Goblin Bard?
Yes.
Alright, so Insect down, Sparkler Mage down. Then we'll go to our second main, and we will cast Frighten to give -2/-2 to the other insect.
Very
Again, we're
good.
getting rid of it now before Abbey can populate. And again, if Frighten, we'll pass the turn to Abbey, but we'll talk a bit about this. So yeah, it'd be nice if these modal hybrid spells had another generic mana in their cost. So that way you could do both if you wanted to. So in the revised version of the set, the creator might want to think about that. But anyway, Abbey is in her turn. Do you have a land for this turn, Abbey?
Boom.
Ooh, Arctic Maze. So that was a good rare for Abbey in her draft. So it's kind of like Maze of Ith, except it's a snow land and it costs a snow to use the ability. And oh god, Abbey has Gellied Shackles. So yep, Gellied Shackles is attached to Timberhorn, which means it can't block and its activated abilities can't be activated, which is whatever. But Arctic Maze, since it's a snow land, produces snow mana. So Abbey can just tap it to make it unable to attack either by giving it Defender. Yikes.
Yeah.
And you have something else? Oh,
Of
no.
course I do.
What do you have? Another Centaur Bloom.
Yes.
Oh, boy. Yeah,
it's springtime for centaurs.
We were all in on this Timberhorn, and now that Abbey has the Gellied Shackles plus Snow Mana combination, we are in trouble. All right, so let's untap. Let's untap, draw. Ugh. Yep, nothing good here. Do we have anything in the graveyard? No. All right, so we're going to go to combat.
Okay, and then I'm gonna tap, for the snow mana, and,
We can't attack. Alright, and we'll pass. We did that just to make sure that Abbey taps her mana here, so that way she can't, do anything during our end step or whatever. Not that I think there's any generic mana instance in the set.
Oh, you know.
You never know, you never know.
Exactly. Alright, so let's see here.
Alright, so Abbey has something else this turn.
Love is in the air.
Love in the air, yep. She makes a 1/1 white bird, then populates her centaur. Oh, God.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. Yep, she has an army right now. And our Timberhorn just can't block normally with the Gellied Shackles, so you can get in with a centaur if you want.
I could. Hey, that's not a bad idea. I think I'll do that. And I guess I will attack with my bad boy centaur.
Yep, coming in for 3, we'll take it. 1, 2, 3, down to 17.
Alright.
Man, we were off to a blazing start, but
go.
one removal spell is kind of a spell disaster for us here. Oh, hello. Alright, so we can do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we could sacrifice 6 to deal 11. But, ooh. Alright, so let's figure this out here. Alright, I think we're going to go for it. So we're going to go to attacks.
Mm-hmm.
We'll attack with Goblin Bard. Do you have any blocks, Abbey?
Oh, well, yeah. Doink.
Alright, yep. He blocks it. It dies. Goblin Bard down.
Calling your bluff.
But then in our second main, we are going to cast Bleeding Earth for X equals 12. And we're going to do that by having first Goblin Bard reduces it by 1, so we only have to pay 11. So we'll tap 1 for the red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we will sacrifice 6 lands for the remaining 6 to deal 12 to you.
Exactly 12 to Aaron. I see where this is.
Oh, man. That was
Touche.
Bleeding Earth's way too good. Way too good. Yeah, that's insane.
That's really insane. I couldn't believe that for a second.
So, alright. So, going to sideboard here, we kind of stole that one from Abbey if we didn't draw our bomb there in the form of Bleeding Earth. But anyway, let's take a look at the sideboard. So, I put in a ton of mountains in the sideboard because I thought maybe we'd want to sideboard into mono red. But seeing all the centaurs and everything, I just don't think our Fall Devils and whatever are going to be in use here. So I don't think we're going to want to do that. But is there anything in our sideboard that we do want? I mean, just having another 3/3, but that'll just trade with the centaurs. Yeah. I mean, we could put this in, but it's not even that great. Turkey Vulture flies over the centaurs, so that's something to consider. So, Bark Break, Fireside Tales. Is there anything we'd want to take out for the Turkey Vulture? I like Timberhorn. It's basically, we're playing this deck for Timberhorn. I was impressed with Goblin Bard in that game. It was pretty good. I got in for a little bit of damage, so... Actually, I think I'm going to get rid of this Firewood Elemental, because since it's only a 1 toughness, Abbey could easily trade with it with a bird, and it's pretty much always going to trade for a Centaur, as opposed to our Timberhorns, which can get in pretty easily. So we're just going to bring that in, bring that out, and we'll go in for Game 2. Alright, here we are for round 2 of the Clockwood draft. We're keeping a little bit of a sketchy hand here. We have 2 Deadly Pranks, which I really like because they're able to kill Abbey's Centaurs, but we don't have any swamps. However, we do have a couple swamps in our deck, and we do have the Jack-o'-lantern producer, so hopefully we'll draw a way to cast these. And we also have Clockwood Guardian, and I really want to test this guy out and see how good he is. So we're going to go ahead and keep this. It's a little slower than our last hand, but we'll see what happens. And you keeping your 7, Abby?
I sure am.
All right, go ahead.
All right, boom, boom, go.
And also to note, we are on the draw here, so we might want to play a little bit of a slower game, although we definitely did not want that mountain. Go ahead and pass.
All right.
Anything in our deck would have been better than that. Swamp even would have been fantastic to turn on our deadly pranks, but we'll see what happens. Abby has her snow-covered forest. We'll go ahead and draw, and all right, that's fine. Again, not great without a swamp, but whatever. Pass turn.
Ooh, good.
We're giving Abby a ton of time here. Maybe this did end up being too slow. Drawing that extra mountain just really hurt us. I mean, if she plays a Centaur Bloom here, then we could be in a ton of trouble. And there it is. Yep. Oh boy.
You can do it.
We need a swamp. Swamp would be fantastic. Then we could kill this. The next turn play our Clockwood guy, or Clockwork guy. Nope. It's a mountain. All right, pass turn.
Oh, goodness.
Well, sometimes you're dealt nothing but mountains.
You could still win.
We could. I mean, Clockwood Guardian does seem very good, and it will be a 4/4, so we could use this worst comes to worst just to make things not block, get in for damage. Oh,
love,
boy.
baby.
Yep, so you're going to make a bird, make a centaur.
Make a small bird.
A very small bird. Oh, it's so cute.
It's a cute small row.
Alright, so you're going to attack with your centaur?
Of course.
After putting Love is in the Air in your graveyard?
Yes.
Alright, so we'll take 3, down to 17. Whoops. And untap. Come on. Anything that's not a mountain. Alright, finally, we got a swamp. That's good. We'll play Clockwood Guardian here, set its counters to 4, and pass turn. So the good news is we have a 4/4. So that's going to hopefully hold back Abbey Centaurs a little bit. But the bad news is, well, actually there isn't that much bad news. We have all of our things turned on, although Abbey did get to populate the Centaur, so that's some good card advantage for her. We might have to just start killing off the Centaurs. We'll see. Hopefully she doesn't have another populate. Oh, of course. It's like the best populate card in her deck. So this is actually kind of interesting. Do you want to make another Death Touch flyer, or do you want to make another Centaur?
I want more Death Touch.
Alright, yeah, I think that makes sense here, because the flyers can get in for damage above the Clockwood guy, and they can trade for him if you want to, so.
Yes. All right, I'm going to go for some beats.
Alright, bring it. Bird comes in for 1, down to 16.
Yep. Small bird.
Very small pecs. Alright, untap, draw, and ooh, okay, that's a nice one. So, I think we're going to do that, and then maybe we can start picking off these guys and just try to win in the air. I mean, that's how we got to do it, basically. So we're going to play our Turkey Vulture and pass a turn.
Call.
We could try and, like, deadly prank all these Centaurs, but I just don't think that's going to work. I would much rather just try and get in the air, maybe take out these insects. We can even use Frighten to kill one of them. The bad news is we only have 1 swamp, so we can't cast Frighten and deadly prank. Abbey has Tweet Twig Elder. Yep, so you get another bird. Oh boy. The good news is, though, even though our Turkey Vulture can't block these birds aren't particularly good at blocking our Turkey Vulture, so.
Alright, so let's see here. I'm going to go for attacks.
Yep.
A little burb.
Take a burb. Alright, down to 15.
And an insect.
Oh, and an insect?
Yes.
Alright, so we'll take down to 14.
And go.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and take our turn. So we'll untap and draw. And, ooh, that's a nice one. So, we have some decisions to make here, because if we could somehow get these onto this, that would be very nice. So, what should we do this turn? I think what we'll do is we'll do this on this guy. Maybe attack. Do we attack with both? I mean, if we would have Timberhorn back on defense, and yeah, we'll have to sacrifice lands, but who cares? So, and if this dies, then yeah, okay. So I think that's what we're going to do. So we're going to cast Frighten here. So we're going to Frighten your Death Touch insect.
No, not my bug.
Not the bugs. And then we will go to attacks, and we'll attack with our Clockwood Guardian and Turkey Vulture. Gotta get in there. You gonna take 7, or are you gonna make some blocks?
Actually, I think I am gonna block.
Alright, sounds good.
Yeah, so I think I'm actually gonna... I know you're just gonna move the counters around, but...
I'm definitely gonna move the counters
I've got
around.
ways to kill your stuff,
Alright,
so...
well, did you go to plan?
Yes.
Alright. Alright, so you're gonna block with a Centaur and Tweet Twig Elder?
Yep.
Alright, so yeah, we don't really have anything we can do here, so alright, Clockwood Guide down, and we'll kill a Centaur.
Okay.
Hopefully lower the population, and then since this thing dies, we will put... Well, first you take 3 from the Turkey Vulture.
Yes, that's important.
And then we will put 4 +1/+1 counters on our Turkey Vultures, make it a 7/7.
Hey.
And then, during our second main, we'll cast Timberhorn, and we'll end the turn. So yeah, Timberhorn might be a little too good. Maybe it should start off as a 3/3. Maybe it shouldn't be able to block. I'm not sure, but something a little too good about it. Because I mean, we're basically flooded here for our aggressive decks. We don't mind sacrificing a couple lands to block with Timberhorn while getting him with our 7/7 in the air. All right, so another Tweet Twig Elder. So Abbey can chump block this thing for days with all her birds and the Death Touch insect, but we have ways of dealing with that. So.
Oh, do you?
All right, so you gonna come in or what are you gonna do? Oh, you got something else to do this turn?
Oh, well, yeah.
Oh boy, it's a
Garden
Golem.
Hollow.
Another card that probably should be nerfed a little bit, but whatever. So
Hey, you know, it's all good in the hood.
all right, so you get a snow-covered plains, very nice. It does enter the battlefield tapped. It's not that broken.
That's
so.
true. It's pretty broken, but not that broken. All right.
So you're gonna come in with your flyers, or you're gonna sacrifice a centaur to the Timberhorn gods, or what are you gonna do?
No, I'm gonna come in with the 2 small burbs.
All right, down to 12.
All right, your turn.
All right, so we will untap, draw, and mountain. All right, great. I don't think we want to attack with Timberhorn. We want to keep him back on defense. This is how we're going to win. It's not a great plan, but it's a plan. We're going to deadly prank
Oh, man.
your Death Touch insect. Get it out of here. And then we will attack with our Turkey Vulture.
All right, well, I don't want to take 7, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to...
Block with the bird. Oh, you could triple block.
I can triple
with
block
your
and
double
kill.
Tweet Twigs and your bird, if you think I don't have a trick.
You may have a trick, but this is kind of an exciting game, and I want to try it. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to trip blocks.
All right, so there's the Tweet Twigs blocking and the bird.
And the burb.
Yep. All right, so everyone kills each other?
So I called your bluff?
Yep, we did. Unfortunately, if we just had one more swamp, that would have been such a blowout. We would have deadly pranked one of those things, but unfortunately was not meant to be.
How exciting.
All right, so we'll end the turn. Pass to you. So Abbey has no cards in hand. That's the good news.
I have 1 now.
You do draw a card every turn in Magic. That is true. But the bad news is we don't really have... Do we have attacks if she doesn't do it? Oh, no, and she does have something. What's it going to be?
What do you mean, oh no?
Oh, no, it was Abby's Pack One, Pick One.
Mother of the Wood.
Mother of the Wood, a mythic 3/3. Whenever you cast a white spell, create a 1/1 bird. Whenever you cast a green spell, create a 3/3 green centaur. Whenever you cast a green and white spell, do both.
Hey.
So this card's cool. It's kind of a little too similar to the Beatrix rare that we had before, so I'd like either one of them to be changed, but whatever. It's still a very good card in Abby's deck. So yeah, 2 in the air from the birds down to 10.
Bird beats.
Bird beats. Take it.
All right, go ahead.
Alright, so we unfortunately are going to have to use this on this, or else that could just get completely out of control. So let's deadly prank the Mother of the Wood, because it's not just creature spells, it's any spells.
Oh man,
So,
wow, you have a lot of pranks.
Deadly prank's good removal spell.
Oh man.
So if we attack with Timberhorn, Abbey could just take it, and then we take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the crackback, and we just have nothing to follow up with, so I think we're just going to have to end the turn. We just have to hope to draw our insanely broken burn spell, and then we can win the game. Otherwise, I think we're not looking too good here.
It bloomed!
Oh no, more centaurs. Yikes. Alright. So we're just going to take 2 from the birds again. Yep, down to 8.
Chirp!
Alright. End the turn. Untap. Draw. Can we draw something? Oh, there's a swamp. A little too late. Yep, end the turn.
Oh man.
So if Abbey attacks with everything, we're not quite dead because we can block a centaur, but we're very close. Alright, yep, take 2 from the birds down to 6. That means we could be dead next turn if we don't draw something. And we drew a swamp. So Abbey can attack with everything, and we're just dead. Alright, so we have to concede that game.
Oh, jeez.
So I think we just kind of got flooded that game. Turkey Vulture actually seemed pretty good as a way to win, especially when we got our Clockwood Guardian counters on it, just having a 7/7 flyer.
Yeah, I was definitely really scared of that.
So I don't think we want to sideboard into mono red. I just don't. Abbey gums up the ground so well that I just don't think these Fall Devils are going to do anything. So, yeah, I think we're just going to keep it as it is for Game 3. Hopefully we just don't get flooded. All right, here we are for the third and final round of the Clockwood draft. We have a really good opening hand here because we have turn 1 Brushfire Elder into Timberhorn, into Countryside Giant, into Turkey Vulture. These are like all the ways that we're going to win the game. We also have our black mana here. I think we're going to start on Mountain though so we can get this down because we don't have a 2-drop, so we can just do this on the following turn to get a swamp. And Abby, you're keeping 7 as well?
Yep.
All right, so yeah, let's go Mountain, turn 1, Brushfire Elder.
Ooh,
Pass
very
turn.
nice.
So Brushfire Elder is going to definitely prevent us from kind of losing like we did last game by getting flooded out. And I mean, it's going to also turn on double Timber if that's something we want to do. Abbey does have Midsummer Pilgrim. Ooh, that's nice. So that's going to ramp her, and we can't attack with this. All right, so we'll untap and draw. I mean, we could attack with this if we wanted to trade, but I don't think we want to do that. Ooh, okay, so we got Autumn Warlock. That's nice, something to cast on 4. I don't know which we'd cast on 4 first, but we'll see. We're definitely going to play Winter Wonderland here, and we're going to get a swamp. The question is, do we offer up the trade? And I think the answer is going to be yes. So we will attack with our Brushfire Elder. Abby, do you take the trade or do you take 1?
You know what? Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that you're even doing that.
Well, I can talk about why once you make your decision.
I'm going to block, yeah.
You're going to block?
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, that's fine. So they kill each other?
Yeah, are you? Well, I'm shocked. Like, well, what's going on there?
Well,
What you thinking?
I'll pass the turn to you. So what I was thinking there is, Brushfire Elder is great in kind of the late game for, getting all these redundant land drops out of our hand. But right now we have things to do in our hand until we hit land number 5. And we also have Timberhorn, who's going to want us to just sacrifice lands. So if we keep sacrificing lands, then it's fine too. And you're already done?
Yeah.
All right, so during your end step, we'll sacrifice Winter Wonderland. Whoops, don't want to draw a card. Oh, well, I do want a swamp. But we'll go ahead and shuffle.
The deck knows.
But anyway, as I was saying, we have plenty of things to do right now, just as it is with if we draw extra lands, so I'm not that concerned, and I would be much more concerned with you getting a head start into 3 and 4 mana by blooming Centaurs and whatnot. Great, and this is already another good late game card right there.
Well, I mean, I was glad to get rid of that your 1-drop because,
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
any way that you can't... one lesser way for you to get rid of lands is nice.
Well, then it worked out for both of us.
Yes.
Alright, so we're going to cast Timberhorn. Timberhorn not as good here as it could be because we actually want to hit 4 and 5 mana, but we got to get it down. And Arby's going to get her Garden Golem, probably going to search up your snow-covered plains, I'd assume.
How'd you know?
Well, we've seen this deck in action now. Alright. And again, having the Brushfire Elder wouldn't help us in this situation. It's not like she gets us more lands, she just turns our lands into cards. Alright, so we have to make a decision here. Are we going to go all in on Timberhorn and start it? We can play Sparkler Mage and attack with Timberhorn. Or are we going to wait to hit 4 and 5 mana? Alright, so unfortunately, I think we're just going to have to take the risk here, and we're just going to have to go all in on Timberhorn. It didn't work out for us in the first game, but here's our options. We either go all in on Timberhorn, hope to get aggressive and just beat through whatever Abbey does during the next few turns, get Timberhorn huge, or we just hope to draw lands, but if we don't draw lands, if we draw more like 4s or 5s or like 1 or 2 drops that don't really do much at this point, then we could be in a lot of trouble. And if we do draw a land next turn, after we sacrifice one with Timberhorn, we can always just Fireside Tales, get a brand new hand of 3 cards, maybe we'll get more lands to keep feeding it. So I'm not super excited about this decision, but I think it's what we have to do. So we're going to go to attacks, attack with the Timberhorn, sack a mountain, make it a 5/5. You gonna chump block or take 5?
Actually, I'll take 5.
Alright, down to 15. And then we'll pass turn to you. We don't have to sack a land because they're all tapped. They're all tapped. And again, seeing Abbey at 6 lands here, I just don't know how we're going to win if she starts making Centaurs and starts populating them, aside from having Timberhorn. So, and Tweak Elder, again, this makes me feel good about my decision, so we'll see what happens. So Abbey will have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 power on the battlefield. And this will be a 6/6 when it attacks next turn. Alright, well, we'll see what happens. Passing?
Yep.
Alright. Well, do you want to tap your snow-covered forest, or do you want to sacrifice a land?
Oh.
Thanks.
I forgot you had the Sparkler Mage.
Yep, it's alright. Alright, untap, draw, and we got Goblin. Ooh, okay, that's a nice one. Let's see here. Do we even want... So if we attack with Timberhorn, Abbey can trade it off for her entire board. That's not great for us. What we could do is we could play this, and the next turn we could play this guaranteed after we attack with this, maybe get it bigger. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Alright, so we'll play Goblin Bard. And I think... do we want to sack a land to this? That just seems so bad. I think we'll wait another turn. So we'll pass the turn to Abbey and we'll tap our swamp so we don't have to sack a land.
Alright, whatever.
Oh, and wait a minute. So Sparkler Mage should have a +1/+1 counter on him as well because we sacked a land to Timberhorn when he was out. Apologies for missing that. So now our plan, now that Abbey got out just enough power to block our Timberhorn, not looking as good, but we'll see what we can do. Alright, so Abbey has something for 4 mana. Oh, another Tweet Twig.
Tweet Tweet!
Alright, yeah, this is not looking good for us. So she gets another bird and a Midsummer Pilgrim. Yikes. Oh, so I don't know if we're going to have enough, if we're ever going to get our Timberhorn big enough to attack through this giant army. Alright, fair enough.
Attack with a small bird.
Attack with the bird, down to 19.
Alright, good. All according to plan.
And no untapped lands, so untap, draw. Oh, another Timberhorn. That's not what we want. We could cast it, but I think what we're going to do here is we're just going to have to attack with this guy into Abbey's board and then do this. I mean, we have just a hand of uncastables, so yeah, we're going to attack with Goblin Bard. Do you have any blocks?
Yes.
Alright, fair enough. Goblin Bard down. Boink. Second main, we're going to cast Fireside Tales. This feels horrible. We're going to discard 4 cards. We're going to put them into our graveyard, but then we draw 3.
Yeah, you might get something good.
3. Yeah, we got some okay. Actually, this works pretty well with that. So we will play a land, and we'll tap it so we don't have to sacrifice it, and we'll pass turn. So again, the reason we kind of did that was because we had just a land full of uncastables. We don't want another Timberhorn. This one is having trouble enough as it is getting through, and we just had a bunch of 4 and 5 drops. So at least now we have some more lands to hit some stuff, and maybe, is there anything we want to Vicious Cycle back? I mean, we could Vicious Cycle back this, but it wouldn't really do very much. This is only our graveyard, right? Yep. Oh, Centaur Bloom, yep. So what we really need is a Turgary Vulture turned into a 7/7 again. That's what we need. Alright, so Abbey's amassing a giant army on the ground. You gonna start coming in with everything, or just still with the birds?
That's a really
Because even if you attack with like your 3/3s and I block with Timberhorn, I have to sacrifice a land, and if sacrificing a land isn't that great for me right now.
I guess we can start getting in for some beats.
All right, wow, everyone except the Midsummer Pilgrim.
Obviously.
Okay, so all these guys are attacking. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We go down to 9. Yeah, we got to do some amount of blocking here. So what do we want to do?
The pressure's on.
The pressure is on. I think we're gonna. Yeah, we just need to. We need to block some stuff here. So the good news is we will block with Garden Golem, and we will block Treat Twig Elder. And then since Timberhorn blocked, we sacrifice a land.
Ah, so you can keep your Sparkler Mage.
Right, and that puts a +1/+1 counter on both of our guys. So we'll take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from your unblocked guys, right?
Okay. Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down to 14, and your Garden Golem and Tweet Twig are dead. So we're back onto the Timberhorn plan.
Go ahead.
All right, so you're gonna sacrifice an untapped land?
No, I'm not.
Okay, tap out then. All right, so we will untap, draw, and ooh, wow, this is great. Okay, good. So, we'll play a land, and then, yeah, let's see here. This guy will become 4/4 when we attack, and then we'll have this. Yep, seems good. Alright, so let's attack with Sparkler Mage and Timberhorn. And since Timberhorn's attacking, we sacrifice a land, and that puts +1/+1 counter on both of our guys. So we have a 7/7 Timberhorn and a 4/4 Sparkler Mage.
Wow.
So, do you have any blocks, Abbey?
No.
No? Alright.
So that's what, 11 damage?
11 damage.
Right.
Right at you.
I can handle that.
Okay.
I'm a survivor.
And, we don't really want to do this right now because we want to have access to this. So during our second main phase, we'll deadly prank your Centaur.
Ooh.
So that way you can't populate it.
Oh, bummer.
Alright, and we'll end the turn.
Alright.
So we are going to be taking a hit next turn if Abbey attacks with everything, but I don't even know if she can attack. I mean, we have a 7/7 and a 4/4 here, so I mean, she does have 3 cards in hand and a ton of mana. We'll see what happens. Oh no! Our one nemesis, the Galley Shackles. Oh boy.
Get shackled.
Yep. So Timberhorn is now shackled. Although that will cost Abbey. So that's kind of interesting. Is she will have to sacrifice a land to our Sparkler Mage if she's gonna keep a land up to give it Defender. So that's kind of good. All right, but you have something else to cast this turn. Hell of Spring, sure. All right, so there's the wolf, and you decided to populate a bird. Okay, sure. Yeah, I guess you get in for more damage in the air. Fair enough.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking because you don't have any flyers out yet, and I guess flying seems to be your weak point.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. So are you gonna come in for some attacks then, or
yeah?
What
So
are
I'm
you
gonna
do?
come in with some of these birds for
All right.
some small bird beats.
All right, take 2 from the birds.
All right, and
All set. All right. Does during your end step, since you have an untapped land, are you gonna sacrifice a
no,
land?
I have to sack a land. Ugh.
All right. It's cool. Nice. All right. So we will take our turn, and it's whatever. So right now our Sparkle Mage is a 4/4, so that means Abby could double block and we'll just kill a Tweet Twig. That's not very impressive. So we can either hope to reach more mana and do this, or we can... How big would this guy have to be to get in for damage? I mean, he'd have to be pretty big, because Abby could just leave back this thing and this thing, so it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, this guy's never going to get big enough to get through. So I think we're just going to have to wait and see if we draw some better stuff. So we're just going to go to combat, first of all.
All right, and I'm gonna tap down your dude.
Yeah, give it Defender
Yep.
on the Gillick Shackles. And, alright, we'll pass the turn.
Mm-hmm.
Not looking good for us, but we're doing what we can. Vicious Cycle, what would we get back with Vicious Cycle? I guess we just get back this guy, since Turkey Vulture wouldn't do much, and at least this would give us some more things to do. Oh no, Pollinate. Yup. So Abby's kind of putting the death grip on us. First the Gillick Shackles, and now the Death Touch bugs, so...
Yeah, but I'm gonna clone my bug.
Yeah, obviously, definitely, those are so good against us.
Yeah.
Perfect against
And I'm
Timberhorn.
just gonna go ahead and tap these guys down because I don't see a need for tapping down your Timberhorn if I have 2 Death Touchers out. So.
Oh, okay. So you're just gonna tap them now, so that during your end step you don't have to sacrifice a land.
Exactly.
Sure. All right, you come in for attacks.
Yep.
3 birds.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
3 small barbs.
Yep.
Saying that never gets old.
For some of us. Untap, draw, and joy of joys. Yep. I mean, what else are we gonna do? We're just gonna die if we don't do anything. So we'll play another Timberhorn, and we'll go to attacks. Is that okay?
Yeah.
You can't do anything. So we'll attack with Timberhorn, and how big is this guy's a 4/4? He'll become a 5/5. Yep, let's get in there with Sparkler Mage, and we'll sacrifice a mountain and put a +1/+1 counter on all of our guys. Alright, so we're attacking with Timberhorn and Sparkler Mage. Do you have any blocks, Abby?
Of course I do.
Yep, Death Touch Bug and Death Touch Bug. Yep.
Yes.
Alright, so these guys down, these guys down. You can put Gillick Shackles into your graveyard.
Excellent.
And now we just have the one Timberhorn. Go ahead. Yeah, I mean, the thing is like, it might look dismal, but even if we'd kept all of our lands, like, what would we have been doing instead? We'd have been playing, like, our Turkey Vultures that would have never gotten in, Warlock that would have never really done much. It's not like we've drawn anything that would have really done much, and now Abby has her bomb, Mother of the Wood, yep. Alright, you attacking?
Yep, I'm gonna come in with the birds.
Alright. We're on a 3-turn clock with the birds, down to 6.
Alright, go ahead.
We need a miracle, and we can't even draw our Fireball Bomb. This does nothing. It says a 5/5, turn to a 6/6. I mean, yep, let's get in there. Attack with Timberhorn. We'll sacrifice a swamp, add a counter. So we're attacking with our 6/6. Do you have any blocks? I would certainly hope so. Alright.
It's a 6/6?
6/6. You gonna throw the Midsummer Pilgrim on there too?
It hurts, but yeah, I'll do it.
Alright, so they all kill each other.
Yep.
Alright, you're left with your birds and their mom. And we'll pass the turn to you, and we are basically dead. Yeah, we are actually dead here because of 6 damage. Oh, yeah, that was a tough way to go out. I mean, Timberhorn, man, maybe it's not broken. I don't know. It's yeah, we'll take 6 and we'll die. Bum, bum. Hey, congratulations! You won one of them.
Yay!
So, finally, Abby's 1 for 3 in the Clockwood set. Nice, good job. So yeah, this draft. I mean, these draft games were kind of all about Timberhorn, and man, it seems so good. But you know, the game where we won, it got Gelly shackled, and then we were like, oh, we just kind of sacrificed 3 or 4 lands to this thing, and it kind of sucked. And then the other game, the same thing kind of happened. Maybe we would have won if we didn't go all in on it, but we didn't really have a choice based on what we drew. I mean, the reason we won the first game was because of this. So honestly, I think we were a dog against Abbey's deck no matter what. She just had so much populate, so I think we were lucky to win even one game against her. Although we didn't get to see Hour Eater, which is my one regret from these games, but maybe next time. So yeah, what did you think of these games, Abby?
Yeah, I mean, like, I thought that these games were a lot of fun. Both of our decks, we made from a draft pile. We made very strong decks.
Very different
and very strong decks. And both of them, when they clashed together, I mean, it was intense and it was fun. Mm-hmm. I mean, like, I wasn't like disappointed or sad or anything about like losing horribly as some of our matches have been, where it's been a slaughter.
Yeah, I think have all of our games here gone to 3. All of our matches gone to 3 games in Clockwood. I think
so.
I think they have. So it was never really a slaughter on either side in any of these sets, which is really good. And it did feel like it was a little feel bad when we had to sacrifice so many lands with our Timberhorns. But hey, that's what our deck was based around doing, and that's what we did. So.
Exactly, that was what your deck was made to do, and it was a lot of fun. There was a lot of good, healthy banter between the decks. There's a lot of back and forth, and it just neither in the whole set when we played any deck in the whole set. None of the decks seemed too overpowered or underpowered.
Yeah.
The only times where we really had trouble was if we got mana flooded or mana screwed.
For sure.
And that's all part of the Magic territory.
Yeah,
so.
Definitely. All right, cool. So yeah, Clockwood was a ton of fun to play, and Abby and I will be back next with our final review of the set.
Sounds good.